I must say I'm amazed that that member thinks that this is a matter that deserves an urgent debate in the House, and my writing to an Australian minister is a matter of such interest.
Willie Jackson.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. To the Minister of Arts, Culture and Heritage, does the Minister think it's appropriate that Te Reo Māori be used in an invitation for Matariki, a distinct holiday to celebrate the Māori New Year? If not, why not?
Honourable Paul Goldsmith.
Mr. Speaker, yes, which is why the official invitation to Matariki contained Te Reo Māori, as I have here entitled Mānua Maia Te Mātahi o Tautau. And he'd know this if he checked with his leader, Right Honourable Chris Hipkins, who received one of the invitations and declined to come.
Mr. Speaker, the Minister knows what I'm referring to as his letter to his counterpart yesterday, and I want to ask the question, what is the big problem with saying tēnā koe, which means hello, in his official invitation?
Well, Mr. Speaker, I was writing to a minister from Australia, and I was encouraged to sign it off Naku Noa Nā, and I thought you sincerely would be more easily understood by the Australian. What of Mr. Speaker, I seek leave to table the official invitation to Matariki, which was sent to the Leader of the Opposition and not declined.
I presume that's not widely available either.
Was only sent to the people who were invited, Mr. Speaker, and so I'm tabling it for the general public so they can see it in both languages.
Leave is sought. Any objection? Appears to be none.
Mr. Speaker.
Honourable Willie Jackson.
Mr. Speaker, will the Minister now do the consistent thing and advise the King of England, King of New Zealand, His Majesty King Charles, to remove Te Reo Māori greetings from his Matariki message? If not, why not?
No, I wouldn't be making any such instructions to the King of New Zealand.
Supplementary question, the Honourable Tama Potaka.
Talofa lava. Does the Minister consider that the recent budget announcements regarding nearly $50 million...
Just a moment. Just a moment. We'll hear the question in silence. The Honourable Tama Potaka.
Ngā mihi, Mr. Speaker. Does the Minister consider that the recent budget announcements regarding nearly $50 million of ongoing support for Te Matatini and $142 million of support for Māori language entities represent and demonstrate a strong level of support by this government for Te Reo Māori?
The Honourable Paul Goldsmith, and without commentary.
Yes, I would.
If Te Reo Māori is good enough for King Charles to use in his Matariki, official Matariki greetings, why is it not good enough for the New Zealand government?
Again, I'd just say the Minister made a decision to say that he wanted the communication to be in English so that the Australian Minister could understand it.
Does his Minister of Arts, Culture and Heritage's decision to remove Te Reo Māori from formal letters inviting an Australian minister who is a champion of Indigenous languages to New Zealand for Matariki celebrations reflect the standard of behaviour that he expects from his ministers?
Well, I would just say to that member, we value Te Reo on this government. What I'd also say to that member is the correspondence was being directed to an Australian minister overseas. And what I'd say to you in my dealings with Australians, it's always pays to be incredibly simple and clear and use English.